Alright guys, I've got a piece of A3 paper here. The first thing I've done is I've came in 10mm all round and created a border. That's 10mm from the edge of the paper. Next thing is lightly as I can, I've drawn this box in the bottom right hand corner. It's 120 long, 100 by 30 high. Now I've got that, it's 30 across here, so I'm going to divide it into 3 segments. So I'll put a mark at 10 and 20, and there's 30. I'm going to draw these. Now I'm going to split it in half. I'll let you work that one out. There we go, that's that done. On the next bit, we're going to do some horizontal line for printing, and starting in the bottom left hand corner. So we'll start with that. We're going to come up 10, then 5, and then 5, and then 5. Okay? I like to mark my sizes with little dots, as small as possible. So if you have to rub it out, it's quite easy. There we go, you can see my horizontal printing line. Spaces in between them. 10, 5, 5, and 5. You can see my dots there, so you can see how light I've drawn these. These are construction lines, so you want them as light as possible, because you might need to rub them out. I'm going to have to rub this out, but I've maybe drawn it a bit too dark. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a centre line. The centre of a piece of A3 paper from the border. The centre will be 200. Right there. There we go. We'll draw my centre line. Now on the right hand side, I'm going to draw some construction lines first. So it's starting to look something like this. For these lines, I've came in 10mm from my centre line. 10mm in, I went 10mm up, 10mm up, just so everything's nice and neat. Asks you to do a solid arrow, a circle, and then an oblique stroke. I'm using my set square to keep them both at the same angle. One over here and the one over here. Like so. I'm going to continue that 10mm line all the way up, just as a very light construction line on both sides. Just so I can keep these lines I'm going to draw up here all in line, all neat. I was going to say that my writing's not very neat. Maybe you can do better. That should look a little something like this. Still got a little bit more annotation to do around here, so it's like the exemplar. There we go. Should end up looking something like this. Maybe with neater writing. I need to underline this bit, so it's underlined like that. Oh, I need to underline that one and that one. I'll do that then. Now technically all my construction lines, these light lines, I'll need to rub them all out to make this a nice drawing. But I've maybe even done them too dark, or I should have been rubbing them out as I was going, but I wanted to keep it so we could keep these sizes here. Other half of the drawing is going to look something like this, hopefully. So I done this yesterday. I've got some sizes here. So the first thing we would do is we're going to draw construction lines on here, so we can get everything spaced out. And all my sizes I've written down all the sizes here. So I'm going to transfer them onto that and draw some construction lines.